Yeah, it's all personal preference. I think it's fine to keep them in low as long as you stay at a fairly low speed and not pushing your RPMs up, of course.
Alright guys, we are going up a trail called the Squeeze. As you can see based on what the Jeep's in front of us.
Yeah, the remainder of the trail,
doing?
there's going to be quite a few areas of tree branches
Tight.
and rocks are going to come in tight on us. So you guys definitely watch both sides of the Jeep, watch your arms, legs, eyeballs, yada yada. Hopefully we end this trail.
This is pretty gnarly. These other Jeeps ahead of me are set up with King shocks, 6-inch lift kits, 35-inch tires. So I'm a little bit at a disadvantage when it comes down to capabilities here. But I do have a shorter wheelbase because I'm on a 2-door and they're riding on 4 doors, so I actually can get away with a little bit more because of that. But these guys looks like they're riding without doors, and they might not mind scratching their Jeep. On the other hand, I do, so I'm taking a little bit easy so that I can miss all these shrubs and everything. But we all try to keep up with them as best as possible without hurting our Jeep. But this is awesome. Excited to get to the night riding part too, because a lot of this will happen when it gets dark already. So look at what that Jeep ahead of us is doing over that rock right there. I mean, he's almost hitting his fender. So we got to go over that boulder there, and you can see what that fender's, I mean, that tire is right there. Nice and easy going up, and nice and easy going down, because that's how you ruin your suspension. And we're gonna see it happen with the Jeep ahead of us here. So if you don't grab this rock right, you'll high center it. So you see how this Jeep's going too far to the left? You see the transfer case almost hit that? Doesn't want to do. You don't want to do that too much. So you just kind of keep your tire over to the right so that you don't. Slowly, and I do have a nice thing about that is I do have what do you call it? Skid plates. So when I hit a rock like that on the bottom of the Jeep, it doesn't hurt it, because I got big metal plates on the bottom that actually protect the bottom of the Jeep, which comes in handy when you're going over boulders that size right there. So but check this out right here. I mean, we did some extreme stuff earlier in the day, but this ain't so too far behind that, because it's gonna put the Jeep to a test too. Like I said, I mean, this trail right here is rated intermediate, but I think for my Jeep it's more experienced than intermediate, because like I said, it's not set up for this kind of stuff. So I'm being kind of brave about it, because I don't have quite the same clearance that these Jeeps have, and the articulation in their arms too. So we'll see what these guys are doing. I mean, there's no way I have that kind of clearance right there. So I'm gonna go over a little bit slower than they are, just because don't want to damage this bad boy. So we're gonna try this and take a smaller bite out of this big rock right here. Talk about the squeeze. Talk about the squeeze. I mean, it's every little part of this thing feels like you're squeezing through stuff. So now I get the name definitely a fun trail here, and really like the fact that we're doing this along with 4 other people, so that you know, something happens, you got help. So hard for me to keep up with the video and drive, so I'm gonna let you guys go. But just a little sneak peek of what the squeeze is all about. You're either squeezing through branches or you're squeezing through big ass boulders. Either way keeps you definitely on your toes as you're driving. You wouldn't think so, because you're thinking I'm being able to hold the phone and drive, but it's hard. So